Penguin dance-off madness. So there we were, my family and I, enjoying a seemingly normal day at the zoo. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping, and my little brother, Tim, was already pestering me to buy him a penguin plushie from the gift shop. Typical Tim, always obsessed with penguins ever since he watched Happy Feet one too many times. As we wandered through the zoo, we were captivated by the various animals, but Tim's eyes remained fixated on the penguin exhibit. You could almost see the gears turning in his head, and I naively brushed it off as just another of his penguin-loving daydreams. We finally arrived at the penguin enclosure, and Tim was absolutely ecstatic. He pressed his face against the glass with eyes wide open, absorbing every waddling move the penguins made. My parents and I were engrossed in reading the information signs when we suddenly heard a loud clatter, followed by some giggles and gasps from the crowd. Looking over, we realized Tim had somehow circumvented the security and was now inside the penguin enclosure. He stood there, grinning like he had just discovered a secret passage to Narnia, surrounded by a group of curious penguins. Before we could even begin to comprehend how he got in there, Tim started doing his best impression of a penguin dance, flapping his arms and shuffling side to side. To everyone's astonishment, the penguins began to mimic him, creating an impromptu dance-off. The crowd erupted into laughter as Tim and the penguins continued their back-and-forth routine, each trying to outdo the other with more elaborate moves. Even the zookeepers didn't know whether to intervene or just let the spectacle play out. Finally, after what felt like an eternity of penguin shenanigans, the head zookeeper managed to coax Tim out of the enclosure with promises of a free penguin plushie. As we walked away, still chuckling and shaking our heads, my dad turned to Tim and said, "Well, at least now we know you have some real penguin moves." It was then that I realized our simple zoo visit had turned into an unforgettable tale, one where Tim's love for penguins was outdone only by his knack for turning a normal day into a dance-off extravaganza.